Lion makes another appearance. Welcome back to Hometown Hoops here on NBC 25. After tonight, just state tournament battles remain for these teams. Spring sports already started practicing too. I'm sure the spring coaches aren't complaining too much about their school's success so far. The athletes still playing in the winter sports. Moving on to more games now. Davison, Carman Ainsworth, some more district finals here. Davison's Frank Vukaj says, "Bring the peanut butter because I got the jam," as said by one of our photographers tonight. He squashes it in for two. Davison leads 15-11 in the second, and another one. That's Dylan Anderson bringing some of his own jam, as they said. Davison up 17-11. The fans like all of that jam. At the half, Davison up 32-19, but Carman Ainsworth, good pep talk in the locker room. Jacavian Lewis for two there. Carman Ainsworth within a bucket, 37-34, but Davison just too much as they clinch the district, pulling out 51-43, the final.
You know, they got a lot of deflections, a lot of steals that led to a lot of easy buckets. So for us to overcome that and fix the mistakes on the fly, you know, I think just shows the growth of this team.
They take on Arthur Hill in the regional semifinals Monday. Look at that celebration with the students and everything. I love it. Well, Corey usually makes fun of me for enjoying our full course segment so much, but now that he's not here, I'll talk it up even more about the teams with the pressure on them this week. And that's pretty much every team this time of year, but we'll go to Lake Fenton for some pressure tonight as well. Interesting note to say here, because despite Goodrich having the higher seed, they had to play in Lake Fenton's home court in a district final game. Lake Fenton students going crazy there. As I just said, Martins get out to Cap Wilson here, hitting the three from downtown. Martians up one at that point, but Lake Fenton does respond. Isaac Golson drives in for the layup. Tough, the finger roll. Devils down one. A little bit later on now. Then in transition, here's Golson to Chris Bell. He finishes on the other end. Lake Fenton up one. This is a seesaw battle if I ever saw one. Yes, I did say that. End of the first, Jalen Fordham hits the three at the buzzer to end the corner. Martians, as the whole game, wins a close one, 62-58, the final. The same final as the girls' District 81 final, Beecher and Hamady. Beecher, one of the best teams for a reason. We'll see it right now. Malik Ellison, just a sophomore. Watch this pretty little jumper there. Beautiful. Now, if we show one Hamady play, though, this is probably one to show. Here's Jalen Fikes getting up for this one. Bang! Beecher rolls tonight, though, 87-48. More scores, Freeland 65, Carleton 45, Garber 69, Glavin 59, Millington just a 1-point win over Vassar 46-45, and Alma 62, Stanton and Central, Mount Calm 54. A couple of boys hockey teams, too, in the state semifinals at CompuWare Arena. Flint Powers falls 4-1 to Houghton, while Bay City, that should be filled in, lost to Granville 3-2. That one final just a little while ago. We transition now to the Big Ten tournament. Both Michigan and Michigan State in action today, trying to get to the semifinals. We'll start with the Spartans, who just finished their game moments ago with Ohio State. Here's some of the first highlights you'll see. Denzel Valentine, don't forget, he made that huge shot about a month ago against Ohio State to win it. And he did a pretty good job early on in this one. Hits the three, 10-6 MSU early. They were rolling early on here. Later in the half, Brandon Dawkins, a nice little lay-in underneath, little jump hook there. 16-point lead for the Spartans. We go to the last minute of the first, though. Ohio State makes a run. Shannon Scott nails the three, just an 8-point MSU lead at the half. Let's go to the second half now. Here comes OSU. Shannon Scott to Amir Williams. That dunk shrinks the lead to 5, but who else? A response from Denzel Valentine. He had 23 points tonight. That's a big three there. Michigan State is going to the semifinals, winning 76-67. We'll tell you, show the bracket in just a second. We'll tell you how Michigan did, though, first. Earlier in the day, they took on Wisconsin. Zach Irvin there drains a three. He had a double-double, a 7-0 run for the Wolverines. But here comes Bronson Koenig and the Badgers. They were too much tonight. Wisconsin pulls away, 71-60, the final.
We didn't wallow in this. We just continued to just work really hard, and that's the, if you try to, and hard as it is, it's hard for me personally to see that silver lining in it. It's great to see these type of things, and that's those small victories that may not be in a win, but in a particular action that they read or do. Those are the victories we've been looking for as well.
Look at the updated bracket right in the bottom there. Michigan State, Maryland tomorrow, at about 3:30 on CBS. And finally tonight, Central Michigan taking on Toledo in the MAC tournament semifinals. Right to the second half, the Chippewas were too good tonight. They go on to win 75-66, advancing to the MAC tournament final. So that's all for Hometown Hoops. Tonight you can see so much more on mynbcnews.com. We'll be in Chicago tomorrow, so stay tuned tomorrow on NBC 25. Have a good night, everybody.